Hey girl, in this video we are going to talk about some of my favorite hair products, mainly shampoos and conditioners for low porosity, medium porosity, and high porosity hair. I am a licensed cosmetologist, trichologist, research scientist, and entrepreneur. When I'm talking about hair products, when I say natural hair, I'm not talking about curly hair. When I say natural hair, when I'm talking about natural hair, I am talking about the hair that is coming out of the pore, the hair that is naturally created through the microbiome of the gut and produced and coming out of the follicle and through the pore. That is the natural hair that I'm talking about. I am not talking about hair that is curly. If your hair is coming directly out of your scalp, it is natural. If we're going to talk about the texture of your hair, I'm going to say if whether or not your hair is virgin or chemically treated. If your hair is virgin, that's going to mean that you don't have any chemicals in your hair, no relaxers, no nothing, whatever, however your hair comes out of your scalp naturally is how it is. If your hair is naturally straight coming out, virgin. If your hair is naturally wavy coming out and it's still wavy, virgin. If your hair is naturally coily and curly coming out and it's still like that, you have virgin hair. That is how hair is broken down professionally. It is on social media that it's like relax, that it's like, oh, I'm team natural. No, I wanted to make sure that I said that because I don't do like natural products like all of your favorite ones, it's all of that. I don't know, Shea Moisture, Shea Butter, Baby, them, I don't know. I'm not talking about none of them. So I just want to get that across. So when we get done with this video, don't ask me in the comments like, oh, see, what do you think about Shea Moisture? I don't think nothing about it. If it is not a professional product, I don't mess with it, and that's just all honesty. So if you want to see this video, then just know that you only getting professional grade products. Okay, this is their invigorating shampoo and conditioner with tea tree and rosemary. I am so, and I think I'm saying that wrong, but I don't know, I'll put it on the description box here. This is one of my favorite shampoos and conditioners for low porosity hair, and not only for low porosity hair, this one can be used for high and medium porosity hair as well too. I have a high porosity hair, but I love using this one after I take hair extensions out. When I have hair extensions in, this is my number one, and this is why. The invigorating shampoo and conditioner, for one, when you're looking at products, what I really want you to do is make sure you're paying attention to the label, what it says, what is the adjective that it is using to describe what the shampoo is going to do. When you find the adjective that describes what this shampoo and conditioner is going to do, then that is how you determine which one you buy, right? So with low porosity hair, by you knowing that you have low porosity hair, you know that you have a tight cuticle that needs to be opened up. So something that is invigorating or something that is going to cause things to open is going to be something that you want to use, right? When I have a weave in, specifically when I have the shampoo, what I'll do, because I have hair extensions in, what I'll do is I'll get a bottle that looks like this, and I'll just put a little bit. When I say a little bit, I mean a little bit, like the amount that will fill up about a tablespoon, right, of shampoo, and then I put it inside of the bottle and with water, and then I shake it up, and the like purified water, and then I spray it in between my braids, right? So that way I can make sure that I'm like getting it in there. And then I have this tool here that I use to get in between my braids. This one, baby, and this one, hair extensions and for your natural hair, just for like your scalp care. Oh my god, life. And this is gonna be for all the freaking textures. Love these two. The low porosity girls, you're going to love these products. Now this is the thing, if you are somebody who's used to team natural products, if you're somebody who's used to adding a whole bunch of oils and butters to your hair, you're gonna be so confused because you're used to feeling a film on your hair, and you think that that film is like moisturization. You think that that's how your hair is supposed to feel, and it's not. You're supposed to have weightless hair. All the shampoo is supposed to do is cleanse everything that doesn't belong off. And all the conditioner is supposed to do is impart anything that the conditioner, the shampoo took that was too much.
Oh, you did a little bit too much. Let me put it back real quick. He was only supposed to take $5. He ended up taking 25. I'm sorry, he'll go with 20 for you, baby.
Next up is going to be from Kimra. This is their restorative shampoo and conditioner. I love this shampoo and conditioner. This is for all porosities, low porosity and high porosity hair. It's restorative, but it is not protein. When we're talking about protein, when we're talking about low porosity hair, when I say don't add protein, everything has protein. You are protein. Your hair is a protein. Everything's gonna have protein in it. When I say don't use protein treatments, I'm talking about something very specific, which is what I'm going to show you when we get to our high porosity product. You're going to use with this one, like let's say you do hair color on yourself, or let's say you don't do hair color. Let's say maybe you did a silk press, right? Let's say you did a silk press on your hair and you want to run it back. A lot of people don't like Olaplex, right? Or don't want to use Olaplex, or they may think it's too expensive, or all of the other little chatter that you hear. I don't know. I've made plenty of videos about Olaplex, so y'all know how I feel about it, but there are other products out too. Like, I'm not stuck next to Olaplex, but the reason that I don't make videos like this is because I want you guys to read the labels. If you're not going to read the labels, if you're going to mix other oils and butters, please do not watch my videos. Don't listen to me, because I do not recommend using any of the products that I am recommending to you if you are a person who has to put other products and other stuff inside of these products. As a licensed cosmetologist, once I buy a product, I do not touch it unless I'm opening it or closing it. I'm not mixing things, and I know and I am licensed to and certified in formulation. Like, I can do that, but I don't mess with them. I don't. So these are really, really important. I love this shampoo and conditioner, right? Because once again, it's a restorative treatment. So this is really good to use like right before you use hair, right before you get hair extensions, right? Like right before clip-ins and things of that nature, because your natural hair is still going to be out, but you want to make sure that your hair is strong enough to be able to, you know, stand true. With hair extensions, that's like one of my favorite things to do. Just adding like a couple of tracks for fullness is a really, really good way to not only give yourself variety, but it's also a way to like extend your styles if you are somebody who has like oily hair like me. But this is one product that's a shampoo and conditioner that's really good to have on rotation if you are protein sensitive. Like, let's say you have low porosity hair, so but you don't want and you can't do protein treatments, this is everything. Now Nexus is awesome sauce. I freaking love Nexus. Nexus is one of the dopest product lines out, period. Like, I'm sorry, especially if you are going down like the treatment route for like scalp infections and stuff like that. Now let's be very clear, if you have certain scalp infections and things of that nature, products are what you go to after you've tackled the cause, because there's something that you're doing that's causing the inflammation, the breakage. So you can't just keep doing the thing that's causing the breakage and the inflammation and then use a product like this and be like, it's not working. Yes, it is, but the thing that you're doing to cause it, you're still doing. So it's working against you. That's why you're not seeing a result. If you stop doing the thing that is causing you to need the product in the first place, it'll work. But again, this is not an intense protein treatment. Let's be very clear, it is not an intense protein treatment, but it is a protein rich product. Now again, I want you to notice the difference between these two products. This one it just says it's a reparative restorative treatment. That does not mean that it's protein based, but this literally has protein on the bottle. When it says protein on the bottle, that is when you don't use it if you have low porosity hair or if you want to stay away from protein. Nexus has other products that are amazing that are not based around protein. Do you understand? Yes. So remember, if you need protein, we're going to do restorative, replenishing masks or replenishing shampoos and conditioners. Protein is what you use if you don't have high porosity hair. I mean, if you don't have low porosity hair. If you don't have low porosity hair, you can use this. If you got it, don't do it. I'm gonna read this to you because it's very clear that this is a protein-based product and this isn't. Look at the difference. This one says conditioner XX protein fusion with elastin protein and green caviar. Okay, this is protein based. It says it on the label here and here, both for the shampoo and conditioner. These are the type of products that it's like, okay, it's protein based, you stay away from it. You don't go on the back and say this got protein. You're not going to use anything if you do that. Everything has protein. You are protein. Everything's protein. We're talking about protein treatments, things that are formulated to tackle or to be protein rich, and they're gonna put it on the label, not on the back of the ingredients. Nobody's trying to trick you. Just read the label. Read it. Read it. Remember, I taught you in this video the difference between moisture and hydration. This product here is protein rich and it is also a humectant. A humectant is to make sure it holds in that moisture barrier. Remember, in this video, I taught you that there is a difference between moisture and hydration. All right, this product is to help with the moisture barrier. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am in the desert. Do you understand me? The desert. So when I am doing hair extensions all summer, this is the shampoo and conditioner that I will use. Because I have high porosity hair, I use more of a fortifying treatment. Now, this is not a protein treatment, but it does infuse the hair with the necessary protein. So if you have like damaged hair, let's say like not like, oh, your curl pattern has changed, but let's say maybe like your hair feels dry a little bit, or it's weaker or a little brittle and things of that nature, this product is everything. And remember, there are levels, right? So once you get to that breakage level where your hair is like breaking and it splits, that's it. But if you're at the point right before your hair breaks, no, this is my favorite leave-in conditioner from Kimra, right? But if you want to know more about my favorite leave-in conditioners, make sure you check the blog post, and there's the link in the description box below because I already broke it down over there, right? So next up is going to be Nexus again. This is the Nexus scalp scrub. Now make sure you stay tuned to my channel because in this video here, I'm gonna add a clip, I show you how to use it. So make sure that you stick around and you have your post notifications on, so that way you are notified every time I post another video. But this here, oh my god, is freaking amazing. Scalp scrub. Now I always tell everybody that you need to do a scalp detox. If you're inside the 7-day challenge, then you already know how it goes, so I'm not going into that here because they're gonna be mad at me. But you know, for you to start my 7-day challenge, before you do anything, you have to use a scrub first. You have to detoxify the scalp and the hair shaft first. And my favorite invigorating scalp scrub is this one. It is amazing. Now when you first touch it, you will be like, oh my god, is this gonna be removed from my hair properly? Like, it feels grainy. No, it is removed so easily, and it actually lathers right like a shampoo. Crazy. It actually lathers like a shampoo. Smells freaking amazing. So you would use this in your scalp. I love to use this after I take a sew-in out, or any type of protective style, after any protective style, or on your skin cell turnover week. If you want to know how to find your skin cell turnover cycle and all of that, then make sure you join the 7-day challenge, link in the description box below. But skin cell turnover week, you use it, the scrub there, or after weaves and protective style. two different herbal waters within Cynple Apothecary. One is our witch hazel. This witch hazel is 100% organic. I love it. Anytime you have protective styles, especially when you live in a hot climate like me, or if you are just out of town, like just in general, like out of town, or if you just have protective styles in general and you're not able to cleanse the scalp normally, witch hazel and rose water are excellent for that. Because what you would do, I love mine, right? Because it's not the reason that I have it in this type of container, right, is so that it will really limit the amount that you use, because so many people overuse products, right? So you would literally just put a cotton ball here or a Q-tip, and you could go in between your braids. If you have a protective style, you can go like in between your braids. All of that, it's freaking amazing. And what this will do, it'll end up killing all of the different forms of yeast, not all of them, but the majority of them, the different forms of yeast and bacteria that live on the scalp. Witch hazel is the destroyer of the colonizing bacteria on the scalp. Make sure you keep your post notifications on, because I'm gonna do a full video on rose water and witch hazel, just so we can like really understand our hydrosols and our herbal waters and how important they are. But I also want you to know that the rose water that you make in your room and the rose water that you get from certain brands and companies are not the same thing. Killing bacteria and then balancing the pH. Actually having witch hazel and rose water is amazing, because rose water matches the natural pH level of your scalp. So if you are like working out, if you're like working out all the time and you feel like your scalp is just dirty and you want to make sure, like I said, that no bacteria colonizes or anything like that, or even like when my husband does my shaved side, like I'll use witch hazel so that way I'm not getting like any whiteheads or any bumps or anything like that. And then of course rose water, it matches the natural pH balance of your skin and your hair. So it is really good to have as like a scalp refresher if you're feeling like your hair is dirty or your scalp is dirty. Is a really good refresher. But more on that coming soon. And remember, check the link in the description box for all of the products that we have below. Next up is heat protected. My favorite heat protected is from Cynple. It's the one that I use all the time in all of my videos. Now people get really confused because you have two versions of heat protectant. You need a heat protectant for your blowout, or like if you're sitting under a heated dryer, you need a heat protectant for that, and you need a heat protectant for your thermal tools. So I want you to pay attention. This leave-in conditioner and this heat protectant are very different, but they're both heat protectants. When you look on Cynple's website, they let you know that Cynple's leave-in conditioner has heat protection for up to 450 degrees. This is your heat protection for your blow dryer. This is your protection from UV radiation when you're outside. It is just your overall protection. And then here, right, this one here is your heat protection from your thermal tools. So your flat irons and your pressing combs, all of that. Thermal tools. When we're talking about thermal tools in the hair salon, we're literally talking about flat irons, curling irons, like Marcel's, stuff like that. When we're talking about leave-in conditioners, right, it's really up to personal preference. I prefer a liquid leave-in conditioner. Using a cream leave-in conditioner isn't horrible. This is one of my favorites, right, from IGK. This is one of my favorite cream leave-in conditioners. The only difference is you can be a little bit more generous with a liquid leave-in conditioner than you can with a cream liquid than with a cream leave-in conditioner. If you're using a cream leave-in conditioner, you're going to have to be very modest on the amount that you're using, because you are going to weigh down the hair. Like we talked about in our previous video on gatekeeping, if that video is up yet. If it's not, go watch it after this. But in that video, what we talked about, I want you to understand that when y'all see these videos where people put in handfuls of products, there is not one product on the face of this earth that ever will warrant me and like putting a handful of it in my hair. You should not visually be able to see the hair products on your hair as you add them. If you are looking at videos, like I know for years you guys have been seeing videos where they're like piling products on top of the hair. It's not supposed to happen. It's just not. So these are things that I really want everybody to take into account. If you're going to use a cream leave-in conditioner, it's fine, right? I have a video on cream versus leave-in conditioners already. Leave it in the description box below. It's fine, but if you use it very sparingly, because it's going to make the hair heavy, it's gonna weigh it down, and your hair gonna look dusty. Dry shampoo. Oh, I love me some dry shampoo. Now, if you're a person who has a really high sebum level like me, right, what's gonna happen is your hair is gonna get really oily really fast, right? It's gonna get really oily really fast, and because it's gonna get really oily really fast, right, you're going to have a desire to shampoo it, but you shouldn't always. Like, you should try to go, like, I don't recommend going over 2 weeks, right, without shampooing your hair, even if you have a weave-in. But if you are finding that you need to do it every other day, then a dry shampoo is something that you may want to invest in. Be careful with dry shampoo though. Make sure you keep your post notifications on. I'm not doing it today, but I'm going to do a video coming really soon on the horrors of overusing dry shampoo. But a dry shampoo is amazing to use, because a dry shampoo literally is, not all of them are made with cornstarch, but like that's the idea, like to suck up the oil, right? It's not actual shampoo, but it's doing what shampoo does, right? It's soaking up the extra oils, the extra butters and stuff that you're putting on your hair. But I need you to understand, it's sucking it up, but it's still in your hair. So you don't want to keep piling it on, because then you'll get a scalp and a follicle infection. That's a whole nother video. But I really like Olaplex's 4D, because not only is it a dry shampoo, but it actually kills the different forms of yeast and bacteria that live on the scalp. A lot of dry shampoos, I'm not talking bad about them, I'm not saying, oh, Olaplex has the best one. It's just one of my favorites, right? There are a couple of other ones I'm gonna leave in the blog post, so make sure you go read it. But when it comes to Olaplex, I really like this one because it tells you to rub it in the scalp, and then it tells you to put it on the scalp and then rub it there for a minute, and then you'll like comb it out. I like to blow dry and round brush mine out, right? But it actually kills the bacteria that's on the scalp. Read the directions on the bottle. Don't be this close to your scalp. Hold it away from the scalp. Like, pay attention. Read the directions and do what it say. And I'm not being rude, but when you're using products like Olaplex, the creators of this are not black, and they are not thinking that anybody that uses these products are gonna go any longer than a week or two without washing their hair. So if you're a person who only washes their hair once a month, once every 6 months, once every 3-4 months, or if you're a person who believes that water you only supposed to drink, you ain't supposed to put it on your hair, don't use this, because you're gonna be bald head. One of my favorite oils is from Olaplex, Olaplex 7. I really like it because it is very lightweight, and you use it very simplistically, right? Most people would see an oil like this and they would, don't do that. You literally tap 1, 2. And that's enough right there, my baby. And then that's like more than enough, right? You don't have to oversaturate your hair with oils and butters and products and stuff like that. They're literally just supposed to be there to help, to be an aid. That is it, and that is all. All right. Next up is one of my favorite foams. Now, Nairobi is my first favorite. My second favorite is by the Master Stylist, so make sure you check out make sure you check out my girl, because she got some bomb foam wrap, right? But when I'm being dusty and I wait until I only got one little spurt left and I need it like the next day, I'll get it from Amazon. So this one is a really good one. If you want to know more about like how to use foam wrap for roller sets or flexi rod sets or anything like that, make sure you check the videos in the description box below. And then after you watch that video, if you still need more detail, comment on it and be like, girl, I need more detail in this. Lastly, one of my favorites to use. And the thing is, because it's white, you would take it out and think like, oh my god, that's white, I need to use that. Oh my god, yes, this is perfect. But no, when you take it out, you take it out a little bit on your finger, you emulsify it in your hands, and then you use it. And once you do that, you can feel like the tacky feel on your hands, because it's a matte textured paste, so it's like a matte feel. You're not gonna feel oily, greasy, like. And once again, that's why I started this video off saying this, because the products that I'm recommending to you are not gonna give you a greasy, oily, y'all versions of moisturized feel. Like, y'all's version of moisturize is different, because I think most people have moisturized hair confused with oily hair. Y'all think that y'all's oily hair is moisturized hair, but oily hair is not moisturized hair. It's not. All right, that's hair that's waiting to start a scalp infection. So I really hope that this video was a little informative to you guys, just from a couple of my favorite products. But yeah, until next time, I will see you later, and we'll talk more in my next video. But yeah.